Hey everybody, it's Nate here with Goalie. If you don't already know us, our mission is to build tech tools for families with neurodiverse children. A lot of our families depend on Medicaid waivers to get the help and services that they need. This video is part of a series where we research these programs state by state and explain them to you jargon-free. Our goal is to help families like yours navigate this difficult process and get the help and coverage that you need. Hey everybody, it's Nate here with Goalie. Welcome to our state-by-state Medicaid waiver guide series, and today we're going to be talking about a state that is home to the Pro Football Hall of Fame and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That is right, we are talking about the state of Ohio. Let's get into it. All right, so first of all, where am I right now? I'm currently on Goalie's forum page, and to get here, you're going to type in forum.goalie.co, and you'll see our forum page right here that talks about a whole bunch of different topics. There is stuff on schooling, parenting and life advice, some Goalie tips, tech support, and what we'll be talking about today, government waivers, specifically in the state of Ohio. So once you click on Ohio, you're going to click on the topic that says Ohio Medicaid Waiver Guide, and that's exactly what this topic is about. So in Ohio, there are 3 different waivers that work and are intended for children and adults with developmental and intellectual disabilities. So the first waiver we're talking about is the Level 1 waiver. This waiver program has about 19,200 spots. The Level 1 waiver is intended for families and individuals that require a low level of care and low level of coverage. So you don't need people in your house at all times. You don't need home health aides. It's what most Goalie families would likely apply for. If you want to step up from that, there's the individual options waiver. This waiver has about 30,500 spots, and it's intended for families and individuals who require more care than the Level 1 waiver. It's a little bit more comprehensive and includes coverage and services for individuals who require health home aides in their home, nurses, people on call, more support than you would get with something like a Level 1 waiver. Lastly, the last waiver we're talking about is the Empowered Life Funding Waiver, also known as SELF. And SELF is a really cool waiver. However, it only has about 3,500 spots, so it's quite hard to get to. But SELF allows you to pick and choose what services are right for you. It gives you a lot of control over your budget and what coverage that you need and will get. Again, these are all really important and cool waivers. You can check out all of them with hyperlinks on our forum page, or if you want to compare all 3 of them, there's a page right here that compares all 3 of these waivers. Okay, these all sound great, don't they? There is a huge problem. So there's a long wait list to get on these waivers. They didn't give us an exact number of people on the wait list on the web, but there are estimates that range anywhere from 50,000 people on each waiver to 70,000 people on the wait list. Based off our previous research on other states, this kind of means that you cannot expect services for the first 5 years. You'll be waiting for 5 years before you get any coverage. No matter how cool these waivers are, this is obviously a problem, and any 5-year wait is unacceptable. So now that we talked about how awesome the waivers are and how hard they are to get, let's talk a little bit more about who can apply for these waivers in general. So like I said earlier, any child or adult diagnosed with either an intellectual or developmental disability, which includes a diagnosis of autism, can apply for these waivers. The state requires that individuals at least need an intermediate level of care, meaning that you don't require extensive machinery or a nurse or doctor at your side at all times that you would get in the facility, but you require somebody to support you and help you throughout your day. Based on income eligibility is only determined on child income, not parental income. So unless your child is making a ton of money and bringing in some real income, you should be able to qualify for this waiver based on income. What do I get? So again, there are differences between what is covered in all 3 of these waivers, and the coverage is listed in all of these hyperlinks, which we highly recommend you checking out yourself. But all of these waivers cover assistive technologies, which is exactly what Goalie would be considered. In addition, these are some of the list of the more basic and routine services that all of these waivers should cover. But again, go to the individual links and you can see what they specifically cover, because all 3 waivers are different. Okay, how do I apply? How do I apply for these waivers? So the best way that we can advise you to apply for this is to call your county board for developmental disabilities. If you click on this hyperlink right here, we'll take you to a page that shows a map On this map, you're just going to click on your individual county and it will provide all your information. It will give you a name, a number, and hopefully an email for each county in the state of Ohio. Once you call these people, they'll be able to walk you through the process in a lot better way than we can. So we highly recommend you going into our form, you clicking on this webpage, and you getting the help you need from somebody in the developmental disability office. All right, what does the goalie team overall think of the Ohio waivers? So get on this waiting list as soon as possible. We understand that it's long. We understand that it's really important to get coverage now, not 6 or 7 years from now. However, the services provided by some of these waivers are pretty great. Obviously, the wait list is terrible and unacceptable, but some of their county by county resources are fantastic. So we're currently working with a lot of goalie parents to get their devices covered with the county office. So we really recommend you checking out this webpage right here and talking to some county resources, because we do think that get on the wait list, but your funding should be coming through sooner if you are talking to individual people within your county. All right, let's go to our goalie waiver scorecard. So based on website clarity and ease of navigation, we give that a 3 out of 5, and that was almost a 4 out of 5. So the websites are quite clear, their waivers are well laid out, and they're able to get to all of them with one simple web page. So that's pretty good. The problem is that there's not a lot of detail as to how long the waiting lists are, how many people are on the waiting list, how long the wait time is expected. So there's not complete clarity and transparency among wait time, but outside of that, the website is pretty easy to navigate and quite clear. In terms of access and requirements of qualification, we had to give that a 0 out of 5. Anytime you have a wait list that's 5 years plus, you can't expect to get a good score on this section. Lastly, in terms of healthcare coverage, we gave this section a 4 out of 5, and that's because there is a lot of services covered by this waiver, by these 3 waivers, for everyone involved. If you need only a little bit of care, there are specific waivers that help you with that, but if you need some additional more care, there are ways to get that as well. So the coverage itself is quite good for the state of Ohio. We hope you found this video to be very helpful, but it shouldn't be your only way to do research and only organization to talk to. Down below, we have a bunch of different web pages linked that are helpful online resources. And additionally, if you want somebody to talk to you on the phone, we have linked 2 places where you can check phone numbers, either county by county, or you can contact numbers by agency on this web page right here. We hope that this video was really helpful. We hope that some of these links are helpful in helping your search, and we hope you're able to navigate the difficult process that Medicaid waivers are.
If you've gone through this process yourself and can add any color to our research, please share your experience in our forum. Your help would be greatly appreciated by families who are new to this. If you're just getting started yourself, don't worry. We're here to help. If you have any questions, ask them in our forum and we'll do our best we can to support you. And lastly, if you found this video helpful, let us know. Drop a like or leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you.